Good morning, Killingly High School. I'm Jacob Gauthier.
And I'm Gabby Moore. Welcome back to another episode of KTV.
Today on the show, we take a look at a makeup tutorial, a talk show on a college, a game show, and a student spotlight.
We also look at a PSA on caffeine, highlights from the Quiet Corner Film Festival, and a recap on band's experience at their competition at Hershey Park. The track team has a home meet later today at 3 against Woodstock and Stonington. The following Tuesday, many track athletes will be competing in states. Good luck to everyone.
The public speaking competition is right around the corner. On May 30th, several students will be displaying their public speaking skills with an opportunity to complete the Oral Communication PGR.
Nick and Castor went to the Quiet Corner Film Festival and spoke with the directors and actors about the film they created.
Bradley George and I produced a documentary called First Responder about volunteer firefighters. Production really went great. It took a couple of months, but it really did come together between scheduling and finding the right people for what we wanted to have done. It was just really good in the end.
Ben's interested in becoming a firefighter later in his life, and we just kind of wanted to touch on that. We felt pretty good when we won the award. It was definitely a great accomplishment. It was nice to see everything pull together at the end. Kind of wish that we got our audio a little bit better, but that's something we can always improve.
It's about a girl in college who finds out her sister is sick with an illness that is spreading throughout the entire world, and she makes it her mission to find the cure. It was a really long process, but it's something I don't think I would ever trade for anything because it did teach me a lot. I think our special effects probably helped it because no one else really did that. Like, we used a lot of After Effects and like veins on the body and stuff, so no one else really did that, and I think it was something new that like no one's ever really seen at the film.
Well, I also did a lot. I did all the filming as well. The filming was not that bad. The actors were, at the beginning, were a little tough to get used to. First time I ever did like a movie set recording, but after we got used to it, it was pretty nice. So Polybius took a lot of time and effort to edit. We did audio and video separately, so that took a lot of time of our deadline. So we shot on location, actually in the Killingly High School's basement, the janitor's basement. They were kind enough to let us down there. It worked out exactly what we needed and what we envisioned for the set, and it just worked out.
Check out Kayla and Gabby's makeup tutorial for an easy everyday look. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
KTV is brought to you by Wyndham Container, Connecticut Tool, Renee's Working Girl Catering, and Brooklyn Country View Catering. Thank you.
The KHS National Honor Society is hosting its annual car wash at Kinley Memorial School on Saturday, May 26th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Prices will range from $4 to $8 depending on the vehicle. All donations will be given to the National Honor Society.
This year's iPad collection will only be held for seniors who are graduating. All underclassmen will be able to keep their iPads throughout the summer and into the new school year.
Spencer and Quid hosted the game show Voice Jammers. Let's see who won.
Hi, welcome to Voice Jammers. On today's episode, Lauren and Cece are going to be competing to see who can complete 3 tongue twisters correctly. The first person to get 3 right wins. The first one they're going to be reading is a proper cup of coffee from a proper coffee cup.
A proper cup of coffee from a proper coffee cup.
All right. Now Cece's.
A proper cup of coffee from a proper coffee cup.
Nope. Lauren has 1 point, Cece has 0. The second one they're going to be reading is, I slit the sheet I slit, and on the slitted sheet I sit.
I slit the sheet I slit, and on the slitted sheet I sit.
Nice.
I slit the sheet I slit, and on the slitted sheet I sit.
For this round, we're going to speed it up a little bit to 5 seconds. This one is, if Stu choose shoes, should Stu choose the shoes he choose?
If Stu choose shoes, should Stu... No. If Stu choose shoes, should Stu choose the shoes he choose?
We're now tied up at 2-2. The next point wins. For this round, the tongue twister is 16 super slimy snails sailed silently.
16 super slimy snails sailed silently.
Nope.
16 super slimy snails sailed silently.
Cece wins. And the winner is Cece. Woo!
Imagine a world without coffee. I don't think I'd be able to survive. With all the benefits that coffee has containing energy-boosting caffeine, too much can lead to health problems. Alyssa and I talked about how to moderate your caffeine intake. Hey guys, as high schoolers, a lot of times we wake up groggy and tired. So what do? We go down to our local coffee store and order our favorite drink, whether it be from Frappuccinos to Espressos.
A large half-calf scalded almond milk latte, 4 pumps vanilla, 1 pump cinnamon with an extra half shot, sweetened with agave nectar at 167 degrees with room for cream.
All types of coffee contain the chemical caffeine, but too much of one thing can be a bad thing. So, heavy caffeine use can cause agitation, anxiety, shakiness, dizziness, sleep disorders, headaches, and even dehydration. Studies show that 83.2% of teenagers regularly drink caffeine and 96% drink caffeine occasionally.
But there are some myths about caffeine too. The first one is that it's likely to cause insomnia. Your body absorbs and gets rid of caffeine very quickly. After 8 to 10 hours, 75% of your ingested coffee is gone.
Higher caffeine intake is associated with shorter sleep duration and even depression.
Keep this in mind next time you grab a cup, but don't worry too much because everything is okay in moderation.
Attention seniors, money for the class trip to Brownstone is due by June 1st along with permission slips. Also, anyone interested in having their pictures in the Class of 2018 slideshow, please email to khs18pictures@gmail.com by June 1st as well.
This year, our school band brought home 9 awards from their trip to Hershey Park. Sean and Gavin asked the band department how their competition went.
We talked to KHS band director Mr. Ethier about the band's trip to Hershey, Pennsylvania.
There were 7 different schools from all around the country that participated. We had a great trip. We really represented ourselves and killingly with a lot of pride in class, so that was just really fulfilling to see that. Musically, we wanted to achieve our top ratings in all of our performing groups, and we did that in 5 out of our 6 performing groups. That resulted in first place wins for all of those groups.
Mr. Ethier credits the students' hard work for their success.
The students really thrived, and I mean, you could tell it. They worked hard for it, they deserved it, and to me, it's going to set a tradition of excellence from here on in for Killingly.
While in Pennsylvania, the students were working toward more than just the awards.
So there was a wager with the beard. I'm really proud to say that my students said that if they got the highest rating in both the choirs, I would shave amazing mutton chops into my face. And for the first time in my career, this is my 10th year teaching, both my choirs got the highest rating in festival. So that was an amazing feat.
Mr. Carnaroli also states the students' dedication shows greatly in the final outcome.
They mean the world to me. They have worked so hard for what they accomplished this year. Nothing was given to them. They built their skills, they built their team elements, and as a team, as an ensemble, us going out there on the trip, it means a lot because it's such a building process for our entire year. And what we end up with is something that we're extremely proud of, something that we're really happy to all be part of, and those accomplishments are something that you get to keep with you for the rest of your lives.
Last week, Sarah had a talk about social media. This week, she decided to do one on college. Let's see what people said.
I'm going to Trinity College in Hartford, and I plan on majoring in English and minoring in communications.
Give me 2 seconds so I don't have to say because that's going to suck when you go to cut it.
I'm going to Worcester State University to major in nursing.
I am planning on attending Rhode Island College.
Yes, they're giving me about 20 to 25,000, I think. It's kind of a guess there, but so the tuition is down to like 19,000.
Not a lot, honestly, and I wasn't getting very much from my other schools either. Like, my top school was Keene State College, but I couldn't go because it was too much, and they really weren't offering me anything at all.
Tuition's $73, and they're giving me $70, so I only have to pay $3 a year. Yeah, it's definitely not cheap by any means, and I feel like that's probably scared a lot of people away.
For college in general, yeah, I think the prices should definitely be lowered. The price, it's just too much. I mean, a lot of us here don't even end up going to college because of how much it is. Some people struggle, and yeah, community college is an option, but even then, like, it really isn't an option for everyone.
I mean, Worcester State was never my first option, honestly. My first option was Endicott, but I didn't receive as much money from them as I'd like to, and I didn't want to, like, I'm getting a lot of help from my parents, and I didn't want to, like, put them in that position, and I didn't want to be in any debt when I left. Well, I think education's, like, the best investment you can make, but there's also a point to it. Like, if you're not positive as to what you want to do, try to take, like, the cheaper, like, QV route or, like, cheaper college route, especially if you're not positive.
I guess it makes sense why it's so high, and it's definitely worth it, though. I think it's an investment that will eventually pay off.
Probably to save up money while you can until you hit the age of 18 and you're applying to schools and where you're going to commit, because even saving a few dollars here and there for 18 years really does make a difference.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of KTV. That's all we have for you for our show today.
Don't forget to check out our social media pages and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a great long weekend.